Two potentially deadly viruses that are both transmitted by mosquitoes, and they're on the rise across a lot of the country. In fact, according to the CDC, 33 states have confirmed human cases of the West Nile virus thus far, and that number is expected to grow.
Dr. Anthony Fauci, former chief medical advisor to the Biden administration, recently revealed he is recovering after the virus landed him in the hospital. And in Massachusetts, health experts have confirmed their first case of the rare EEE virus. That's the first one in several years. Infectious disease expert Dr. Amesh Adalja joins us now. Dr. Adalja, thanks so much. So first, talk to us about what we need to know about these mosquito-borne viruses. What are the symptoms to watch out for?
So the first thing to know is that mosquitoes are the most dangerous animal on the planet. And they transmit lots of different infections. So what you have to look out for is it's really hard to say because it's all often very nonspecific things. With COVID high right now, most people might think they have COVID if they get fevers, chills, muscle aches and pains. That's how these things start. But what worries people is when these spread to the brain. So West Nile virus and EEE can all go to the brain and can cause severe inflammation of the brain and seizures as well as coma.
That's very scary.
Yeah, can we talk about both sides of this, though? On the front end, are there any preventative measures we can take? But on the back end, if you do get this, are there any treatments?
So the prevention is basically avoiding mosquitoes. There's no vaccine for either of these diseases for humans. There are some animal vaccines, but none for humans. So it's really about removing breeding sites in your yard, in your neighborhood, and trying to avoid places where there's high levels of mosquitoes. That's all you can basically do. There are no specific treatments either. So if you develop severe disease from either of these viruses, it's supportive care in a hospital and intensive care unit setting. So we don't have a specific antiviral. So that's why it's so much, so much importance placed on mosquito control, spraying, as well as I said, removing standing water from people's yards.
Wearing that insect repellent, too, and avoiding the times when mosquitoes are most active, right, like at dusk. What about I feel like you were saying there's not really a treatment, right? So let's say you come down with the symptoms, you mistake them for a flu or a COVID, but then things get more serious. At what point should people who are in, like, mosquito-ridden areas go see their doctor?
Well, I think anybody that has a fever and muscle aches and pains in that area where there's alerts for EEE or where there's West Nile activity should see their doctor pretty promptly.
Okay.
They still need to test for COVID and do all of that, but I think if you start to develop those symptoms, you have to think that could be the cause of it, especially if you develop, severe headaches and any kind of confusion. Those are the signs that those diseases are progressing.
And they've gotten to the brain.
Right.
Yes.
That's the scary part.
Yeah,
the most dangerous animals on Earth. I have never heard that, and I did not know that. Dr. Amesh Adalja, thank you so much. We appreciate your time and your expertise.
Thanks.
Thank you. The Justice Department is accusing a software firm